The amazing true stories of errors and omissions. In this edition, failure to verify occupancy. Recently, in a town close to you, a consumer came to an agent's office to procure coverage for a single-family residence. The agent bound a homeowner's policy based on an assumption that the home would be owner-occupied. However, during the application process, the agent never asked this specific question. And what a burning omission this turned out to be. Several years later, there was a kitchen fire at the home in question. A claim was reported, but after the insurance company's claim adjuster's initial investigation, it was determined that the property was being used as a rental.
Oh no! Not a rental!
That's right, a rental. The agent had made a critical mistake because she should have written the policy as a landlord's policy and not a homeowner's policy. And unfortunately, the carrier that wrote the homeowner's policy did not write landlord policies in the state in which the home was located. Had the agent asked all of the questions on the application and verified occupancy, the policy could have been placed on the proper form with an insurance company who would write the risk, and the appropriate coverage could have been in force on the date of loss. Instead, the claim was turned in to the E&O carrier. The customer's loss was resolved for an amount approaching 100,000 big ones. Talk about a bad day at the office. In another situation, a customer requested a homeowner's policy, advising the agent that he was in the process of remodeling a former nursing home to turn it into his own private residence. Even though a converted nursing home residence is not everyone's cup of tea, the agent took the customer at his word and, without requesting any documentation to back up his assertions, wrote a homeowner's policy. The agent also failed to conduct an inspection of the home, which would have revealed that the nursing home was still operating at the premises. Later, a resident of the nursing home fell in the parking lot and suffered severe injuries. The claim was turned in to the E&O carrier, as it was clear that the agent had failed to verify occupancy and wrote the risk on a personal lines form instead of a commercial lines form. So, here's what we've learned. People don't always live in a home they own. Therefore, if the application asks whether the property will be owner-occupied, you should not assume the answer to the question is always yes before binding a homeowner's policy. If the underwriting guidelines require an inspection, go out and physically inspect the property, noting any deviation from representations made by the consumer as well as conditions that make the risk unacceptable. See you next time on The Amazing True Stories of Errors and Omission. Click on the forward arrow to continue.